It is now my pleasure to provide you an update on the state of the district. Who we are as a school district is most clearly defined by our district beliefs, our vision, and especially our mission statement. Our beliefs represent our core values and help define what we believe is important. Naperville Community Unit School District 203 believes an exemplary school district, values the dignity and uniqueness of each individual, promotes responsible citizenship, is the result of a collaborative partnership of students, staff, parents, and community. Our vision is to build a passion for lifelong learning. It is our hope that our students leave us ready for college and career, but with an appreciation for continued growth and development. We share this vision with ourselves too, and that as professionals we are continuously growing and learning so that we do in our classrooms represents best practice based on current research. Our vision commits us to continuous growth and improvement. Our mission is our purpose. It's what we do. In our district, we educate students to be self-directed learners, collaborative workers, complex thinkers, quality producers, and community contributors. Throughout the Future Focus 203 community engagement process, we learned from you that our mission continues to serve as the driving force behind all we do. Many commented that as long as we focus on each strand of this mission, the academic, social, emotional, and physical growth and development will come. Because of our commitment to and focus on our mission, we're able to celebrate many great accomplishments which provide us with a great sense of pride. Since we launched Future Focus 203 in March 2013, I've been telling you that who we are is changing. Let me tell you, that continues to be true. But as we think about the students we are educating today, let's also think about how the world around them has changed and how the changes in our world have impacted their social norms and desire to have immediate access to information. Each August since 1998, Beloit College has released the Beloit College Mindset List, providing a look at the cultural touchstones that shape the lives of students about to enter college. In their lifetimes, they've always had eBay and IMAX, never had to get home in time to watch their favorite TV show. India and Pakistan have always had the bomb. They've never heard a doctor tell them, "I'll give you a call in a week when your x-rays are in." The Sopranos and SpongeBob SquarePants have always been a part of popular culture. Gretzky and Elway has always been retired. Vladimir Putin has always been in charge of the Kremlin. It's always fun to engage in conversations with folks around the old saying, "Well, when I was in school." Well, when you were in school, the world seemed much larger than it does today, and access to knowledge and information was much more limited. Not only do we live in a diverse world, we live in a diverse community. Today we see more students in our schools that require financial support. More than 1 out of every 10 students qualifies for an individualized education plan under federal law. As many as approximately 150 students are homeless, and over 5% of our students are language learners. At our first community engagement session, I used our 2012 data to share with you the changing demographics regarding our district. This surprised many of our participants. You were most struck by the increase in students qualifying for a free or reduced cost lunch. We continue to change. The information on this slide captures data from the 2002 State Report Card and the 2015 State Report Card. Our community and our schools have changed significantly over the past decade. Naperville Community Unit School District 203 is comprised of 14 elementary schools that serve students in grades kindergarten through 5th grade. There are 5 junior high schools for grades 6 through 8 and 2 high schools serving grades 9 through 12. Our school district also serves preschool students ages 3 through 5 at the Ann Reed Early Childhood Center and special education students ages 18 through 21 in its Connections program located within the 5th Avenue campus across from the Transportation Office. Naperville School District 203 continues to be successful academically. On the National Merit Semifinalist Qualifying Test produced by College Board, 37 of our seniors last year were named National Merit Finalists, one of the most prestigious awards given academically. 482 of our students last year were named AP Scholars because they scored at least a 3 on at least 3 advanced placement tests. The class of 2016 had an average composite ACT score of 24.8. PARCC is the state assessment in Illinois. The percentage of students who scored 4 or 5 out of 5 on the PARCC, which is rated as college and career ready, was almost double the state percentage. And 95% of our graduating class of 2016, when surveyed on their plans for after high school, listed that they would pursue attending a 2- or 4-year college or university. In addition to my role as superintendent at Naperville 203, I am also a taxpayer and parent in the district. I am aware of the significant contribution we receive from our local taxpayers, and I am grateful to the ongoing support we receive from the community. Based on Illinois' system of funding schools and our dependence on local available resources, almost 90% of our revenue comes from our local taxpayers and local resources. The Board of Education and the district administration take seriously our financial responsibilities. In order to ensure the community's voice as part of our budgeting process, District 203 has a Citizen Finance Advisory Committee. This committee is comprised of taxpayers and local financial experts who meet with district administrators several times each year to inform and advise administrators. District 203's strong financial stewardship is reflected in its AAA bond rating and our maintenance of the highest financial recognition possible by the state of Illinois. The greatest portion of our expenditures go to support education, right where it should. In recent years, at the direction of the Board of Education, the district has actively sought ways to ensure we bring forward balanced budgets now and in the future. Unlike previous years, for the 2016-2017 school year, the state of Illinois has actually passed a K-12 education budget, which allocates more money to schools than in previous years. As a result, we expect to receive an additional $300,000 in money from the state. However, the long-term strategy for funding schools in Illinois remains unclear. A school funding commission has been established and is charged with the responsibility of making recommendations to the state on changing how it funds education. District 203 supports funding models that are based on research and best practices, provides adequate and equitable resources to all students in the state, and one that does not take resources away from any school district. I will stay active in this process and keep the board and community informed on any recommendations brought forward. An important reason for you watching this presentation is for an update on our Focus 2020 strategic plan. Focus 2020 is the district's strategic blueprint for comprehensive improvement through 2020. It emerged as the result of community feedback, best practice, and a vision for the future. We are confident that this blueprint will advance the fulfillment of our mission statement. Its purpose is to create clarity, establish priorities, define how we will measure success, and to fully guide our work moving forward. The blueprint includes 4 key strategic focus areas. Design and implement effective practices that promote learning for all, foster an equitable, high-performance culture focused on student learning, steward resources effectively to promote student learning, and to enhance communication and community relations. Each of the focus areas establishes our commitments, which are our pledges for what we will accomplish within our defined time frame. As we look back on work that has been completed in the past several years, I cannot help but be impressed with what has been accomplished. These accomplishments are a direct result of the strong spirit of collaboration throughout this community and our commitment to providing the best for our students. A review and update of our science pathways and curriculum came forward as a community recommendation during the Future Focus 203 community engagement process. The Next Generation Science Standards prepare all students to be college and career ready in science while increasing opportunities for students to meet the district mission. District 203 is required by the state of Illinois to align curriculum to the state-adopted standards. The Next Generation Science Standards aligned curriculum will provide students with a foundation in science and engineering that will develop students' ability to engage in discussions on science-related issues, be critical consumers of information that applies to their everyday lives, to be lifelong learners of science, and to provide access to high-level careers in science, technology, and engineering fields. As referenced earlier, new science curriculum and pathways are in place in grades 6 through 12. K-5 science curriculum teams have been established who are working to develop curriculum aligned to the Next Generation Science Standards and to select appropriate resources. We expect full implementation of our K-5 science curriculum in the 2017-2018 school year. Those of you who attended the very first State of the District presentation, which kicked off the first Future Focus 203 Community Engagement Series, will recall that community input was very clearly identified the need to focus on the social emotional needs of our students along with the academic press. As a result, social emotional learning became an important part of our strategic blueprint. Social emotional learning, or SEL, prepares all students to acquire knowledge, skills, and attitudes necessary to self-manage, increase self-awareness, make responsible decisions, increase social awareness, and to establish and maintain positive relationships. Strong social and emotional skills will help our students achieve the district mission. Our commitment is to develop and implement an effective social and emotional plan that will enable students to demonstrate the skills needed to be competent in their families, with their peers, in their school, at their work settings, and in their communities. This year, our staff will continue its professional learning and we will be working to integrate SEL standards into our curriculum. We plan for full implementation of our SEL curriculum in the 2017-2018 school year. Assessments can provide information and opportunity. Our students take advanced placement exams that qualify them for college credit and college entrance exams that qualify them for admission to post-secondary study. Our high schools have encouraged students to sign up for advanced placement courses when they show aptitude for success but may not have considered themselves a candidate. The state has shifted from the college entrance exam from the ACT to SAT, which is more aligned with the Illinois standards and Naperville District 203 curriculum. The state has streamlined the high school assessments by eliminating the PARCC assessment at the high school so they can focus on the SAT. And our district is creating benchmark assessments aligned to curriculum in each subject area so we can monitor the progress of our students toward college and career readiness. Based on community input to improve how we communicate to you about what students know and what they're able to do, Commitment 218D calls for the district to implement tools for measuring and reporting student achievement and growth to effectively communicate student learning and progress to students, parents, and the community. Naperville Community Unit School District 203 believes the purpose of the report card is to communicate students' progress towards specific standards so that teachers, students, and parents or guardians can work together to advance student learning. Last year, the following occurred: completion of the elementary pilot at BB and Kingsley, creation of an elementary teacher guidebooks, feedback from parents and teachers at the field test schools, and a secondary committee was established. For this year, all elementary schools will report student progress using the standards-based format. A field test for junior high school is underway at Kennedy and Lincoln with 6th grade students. Information gathered and lessons learned from the junior high field test will inform our next steps for the secondary level. Of course, we are aware and respect the information necessary for students as they consider application for admission to college or other post-secondary experiences. The students in our classrooms are digital natives, and the digital world that they live in is providing them with more and better opportunities to take control of their learning, manipulate variables, collaborate and communicate globally, and be creators and innovators. As part of the district's effort to transform learning for all students, the district is in the process of implementing a digital learning initiative. The initiative includes expectations for engaging students in digital curriculum and content, resources, and tools for the purposes of providing rigor, relevance, and access to high levels of learning. The initiative also includes a K-12 device strategy where all high school and junior high school students are provided with a Chromebook to support their learning in a digital environment. Our elementary students in grades 3 through 5 will receive Chromebooks, and our students in grades K-2 will access devices on a 2-to-1 ratio next year. The Digital Learning Initiative has created and increased opportunities for students to learn within the classroom and through virtual means. This blend of traditional learning and virtual learning is referred to as blended learning. Our students have participated in flipped learning experiences where they self-pace themselves and content at home and then engage in learning activities at school. Other means of blended learning includes rotating between teacher-facilitated learning and self-directed learning in the virtual environment. This year, some of our high school students will experience learning course content 3 times a week in their classroom and will be self-paced for their learning through virtual means 2 times a week in a common learning area. Our digital learning plans also include fully online learning experiences where student learning takes place in the virtual environment with our teachers and our curriculum. Every child should graduate from Naperville Community Unit School District 203 with a menu of options and opportunities for their future. The vision of Naperville Community Unit School District 203 is to build a passion for lifelong learning. Lifelong learning extends beyond secondary and post-secondary experiences well into career and throughout life. In order to best support Naperville 203 students in preparing for post-secondary success, the district must ensure its system of support is designed to meet a diverse set of needs and that its system follows best practice. College and career readiness is essential to students' post-secondary success. Focused academic counseling, 4-year planning, and post-secondary exploration help students intentionally plan high school experiences that meet their post-secondary goals. Beginning this year, District 203 will conduct an analysis of the college and career counseling process to design and recommend a system that will best support all students' post-secondary success. As we begin this school year, we have started work on a new commitment. Beginning this year, we will plan to conduct an analysis of our early childhood learning program in order to design and recommend a system that will provide high-quality learning experiences and parent education supports. Our long-term goal is to ensure that every child from birth to 5 living in Naperville Community Unit School District 203 has access to high-quality early learning experiences that will improve kindergarten readiness and future success. We are extremely proud of what we have accomplished in District 203 since the initiation of our Focus 2020 Strategic Blueprint. I recognize the important role you, our community, has played in helping us accomplish those commitments. I also know that our partnerships will be critical in ensuring our success as we move forward. Our commitment is to continue to provide ways for ongoing two-way engagement and to ensure that you have your voice and opportunity to have input. The state of the district is excellent, and we are committed to becoming even better.